Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have Diamond Select, the real Ghostbusters Slimer, and this is from Wave 9. And as you see, he comes in that typical style packaging, and I hope yours doesn't come with the head loose, because that right there sucks, because I see a little bit of paint that's actually sort of rubbed on the plastic, so I'm hoping nothing has came off of his face. But it comes in that typical style packaging. On the side, we get that awesome goofy face of Slimer with the Ghostbuster logo at the bottom. Then on the back, got Slimer, Egon, Winston, and then we get some read-up information if I can fit it all in the screen without the glare. Let's focus here. There we go. Let's get Slimer out of his package. Slimer looks great out of the package, and he does come with a little bit of paperwork. He does come with a little sheet showing off Diamond Select items, and opens up here showing you like the first set of Ghostbuster figures, and you know, if you get the deluxe ones, you can build the whole rooftop scene. Then we get into like Series 6, which I still need that Dan Aykroyd, if it will focus. Here we go. So I still need the Dan Aykroyd. I still need the weird caretaker guy. Still need the slime blower Winston. But you get to build all this. Once you get the deluxe versions, you get to build that. And that's my goal, is to build this firehouse, because you need Series 6 through 10. And then on the back it shows Stay Puffed, bottle opener, Slimer Bank, and those little Lego guys, which they're called Vinnie Mates. The other piece of paper you got is how to build the firehouse diorama. This thing is definitely no joke. When we're talking about the firehouse, this is just the piece that comes with Slimer. It's just the top corner. You get some little attachment pieces, but I just want to show you guys like an example of like the size. Like, it's disgustingly massive. And it's going to be awesome and ginormous when I build it. Like, that's just the top corner. Top little corner. Crazy. So Slimer, out of package, he comes with this portrait. It's opening, snaggle tooth, tongue hanging out, iconic face. So mine was loose in the package. As you can see on the package in the background, there's like paint smear. It came off of one of his little cheeks. So it's not something that's horribly noticeable. But the figure is pretty nice. Now, I am going to say right out of the back, before, out of the package, before I even get into the portraits, is, this stand is a slight upgrade from the other Slimer stand. It is not much. I had to finagle this thing to hold the weight of the figure. And that was the problem with the other Slimer I had, is it's a heavy chunk of plastic, and the stand doesn't really have ratchets or anything like that. It's sort of, this new one tries to, but it's very wonky. So you might need to be careful with these stands or get an alternate stand, because for some reason the Diamond Select stand, like you can see, it's supporting it now, but I had to change out a bunch of these little points right here and shift it all around. It was not a fun experience. I was hoping I could just plug him in and he'd be able to, hold the weight on this stand. But as you can see, I mean, look at how it's so wobbly. Like, Slimer's in control of that flight stand. That is the funny part about it. So his other portraits that he comes with is he comes with a grumpy face. A blurry grumpy face. But no, it's painted pretty well. He has a little bit of a spot in his eye, which is disappointing. And then he has a little bit of overpaint on the lower left eye. And it's just like, man, why? Why does it have to have QC issues? But it's not a bad portrait. I mean, it's him cranky Slimer. And then the next one, just, I don't know, it just makes me smile, and I get a little bit of a laugh out. He just has this cheesy grin. Like, that is such a goofy Slimer, and it just, like, it sends me back to the times of watching the cartoon, which is the reason I invested into these. But it's a pretty good sculpt work and everything. Now, I am going to give you guys a heads up. These heads, portraits, whatever you want to call them, the figure itself, this is painted green. This is not casted in a green plastic, which I wish they would have. Then I wouldn't have had rub coming off of on the packaging. But the main thing is that it's like this matte green that we're looking at, and with this matte green paint, it's gonna scratch easy. I could just feel it in my hands. You know, I've painted a lot of my life, you know, doing art and everything, sculpting, you name it. I've done a lot as an artist, but yeah, just the paint on this. Here, I'll just take them off here because we're gonna get a close-up look anyway. But the paint on this it feels very, very flimsy. Focus on Slima. All right, it comes off very bright green on my camera. He's a little bit muted than what you see on camera, but it's still cool that he comes up this glowy green. But you can see the part on the cheek a little bit where it's scuffed up, but I'm just iffy on this guy. Looks like he was casted in either a white or gray according to these. You can't really see it. I can see the inside the hole, but yeah, let's just be careful with them. Sculpt wise, they reused the same sculpt they did with the other Slimer, just changed the portrait and paint and everything, and it looks great. I didn't have an issue with the other Slimer besides the stand. He's got his little Slimer butt crack. And then articulation wise, his arms can go up that far. He's got the single jointed elbow, and he can bend at the elbow. So he bends and pivots at the elbow, and then you got wrist bend and rotation, which, quite impressed. It looks like this joint in the wrist is actually a green piece of plastic, and let me see how his shoulders look after pushing them up there. Not bad. There's no paint scrape or anything. Yeah, it looks like the plastic for the elbows and wrist are green. Why couldn't they just cast him in green? And his joints are a little loose, not overly loose, but not enough to where you have to worry about them breaking. And he has painted fingernails because, you know, Slimer's a little bit of a goth. But overall, nice. Not a fan of this gapping here, sort of trying to push the head out. But speaking of, might as well pop it out. So you pop the head out like so. You have this giant gap. Just push it in there. Oh, it's like, yeah, see? So it's got the flappage from the head going over. So they basically used that movie Slimer, and they tried doing the real Ghostbusters head on it. And it has some overlap to try to break up that mold, but you can tell they just basically tried to retool a head for this body. So that explains why the head popped out. It pretty much wasn't perfectly like the other one. So push this. They each have that like little flap. See, yeah, they all have that flap there. Yeah, not feeling the gappage. Not feeling the gappage at all. Wish it was a lot more snug and cleaner. Like even that part, like, yeah, really push. Almost like you have to make that bend. And it's comparison time. We have ourselves the movie Slimer next to the cartoon Slimer. And I was a little bit wrong. So his arms and hands are definitely not the same arms and hands that we got with the movie one. And the heads, of course, are different. Now, it looks like they reused the body. But when we're looking at the body, it almost either they've done tons of layers of paint on this, or it's, I don't know, some recast. I don't know. This is the original one that came out, right? So the sculpt is very sharp. This one is not as sharp. Either it's a new sculpt that was copying this one, or it almost comes off as if somebody casted a recast of this one and painted it. I don't know. I'm hoping it's just the layers of the paint that are causing it to be so subtle, or they just subtled it down maybe because it's a cartoon version of a character versus a real character. But it's the same body, just different hands, arms, and heads. But I'm going to try something really quick here. Let me see if let me set him down. You can, if you want to, switch yourselves out and have a two-tone Slimer. That's funny. Try swapping it this way. So yeah, it's a white plastic inside. I wish they would have done like the other one. See, this is casted in like the green and everything. Yeah, this one fits like a glove. Still that gapping. I don't understand it. Like, it's just this side. That's weird. So overall, it's a good piece. You know, I wish the paint was a little bit better. You know, QC issues didn't exist, but it happens. And I wish the stand was a lot better. A lot better. I mean, at least it's supporting this one after finagling with it for a good 15 minutes. But I just wish they did a lot stronger stands because you're holding a chunk of plastic up. So who's to say that this thing isn't over time, heat's going to get to it or whatever's going to get to it, and it's slowly just going to make the figure fall and destroy whatever's in front of it like a wrecking ball. But that sums up my unboxing review of the real Ghostbusters Slimer from Diamond Select. This is Series 9. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to know when I post up a new video, because I'm pumping them up almost every day, you can go ahead and click that bell notification. And let's hope that YouTube lets you guys know when I post a new video. So definitely check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. Their website's down below. You got the free shipping promo code down below as well to get your products delivered to you for free. And they're all nice and crispy and in great condition when they get to you. And then the great thing about it is there's tons of different collectibles you can get off of that website. Plus, you got the 2 Facebook groups. You got the community where you interact with your fellow nerd. Talk figures, trade figures. Just basically ask questions, just have a good time. It's a collecting community with like-minded people that collect figures and toys like yourself. Then you got the pre-order group. Join up. You at least get notifications of saying, hey, you know, Andrew posted something new, and it's a pre-order. You look at it. He has an awesome price like he always does with his pre-orders, but it allows you to decide if you want to pre-order it or, you know, if not, or you're not aware of it, then you have to deal with trying to find one or deal with scalper pricing. That's just a headache and a pain in the butt as a collector. Save time, gas, money. You got to collect smart nowadays. And definitely, I want you guys, when you are out hunting, have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.